So every 33 years, I'm sure I've dated an Amazon.
Welcome to the All Things Fun Vidcast. We're here talking about...
Every 33 years you dated Amazon?
We're here to talk
Obviously,
about...
you did read Wonder Woman 7.
Oh,
okay.
geez.
No, I didn't.
We're talking about new books
Not yet.
that arrived today, Wednesday,
I was on vacation.
March 28th, 2012. As you can see, both of my co-hosts are here. I'm Ed Evans. I'm here with Allison Eckel and Glenn Walker.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo. Lots of stuff to talk about today. Lots of stuff. Let's open up with some cool Marvel stuff this week. Right? We've got Avengers vs. X-Men
I
number
hear
0.
there's an event.
Yes, there is an event next week to tie in. We've got an early release for the Avengers vs. X-Men number 1. That'll come out April 3rd.
0, right?
This is 0.
Yeah, you showed the 0. The 0 comes out this Wednesday, the setup for that.
Today.
So, today, that's right. So you come out today, pick up number 0, and then come out next Tuesday, Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, here at All Things Fun. You can pick up X-Men vs. Avengers number 1. And then if you can't make it on Tuesday, of course, it'll be out Wednesday as well.
That'll be the big dance party with her dressed as Squirrel Girl.
Yes, come in costume. There'll be cool prizes. We'll have lithographs and buttons and swag and raffles.
After you guys must have said that last week. I had people contact me on Twitter saying, "Oh, you're going to be dressed as Squirrel Girl. Awesome, I'm there." And I was like,
There you go.
What? What?
You can just see the tail now.
You can just check out Allison's tail. That's right. So very exciting. So X-Men Avengers number 0 today.
It's grind to a halt. Yes,
Okay, whenever
what?
Marvel does an event, I cringe. I just
Cringe. Okay,
ugh.
why? Yes.
They're usually terrible. This is cool.
This is
No,
cool.
seriously. AVX 0 is some of the best Avengers in comics I've read in a long time. It starts off with Wanda, Scarlet Witch versus MODOK. And it is some awesome, awesome comics. She confronts the Vision. This is
That's a person
must
or a
have.
vision?
The Vision.
The Vision.
This is the
That's the
Vision.
Okay.
Robot guy.
I'm DC girl. I have
the
no
ex-husband.
idea.
The
Okay.
Android
Okay.
Avengers, okay?
Okay.
The Vision, if you were reading Avengers in the 70s and the 60s and the 80s, the Vision was the shizzle, okay? He was the Avenger.
Okay.
Before for shizzle
Yes.
was a word.
That's right. And speaking of Vision, I have...
He was the what?
He was very cool. I have
They make me
Avengers
say funny words.
24.1, which is a spotlight on the Vision. Recently...
That just sounds so funny. Spotlight on the Vision.
It's a very cool character.
I'm not making fun of you.
All right, maybe a little bit.
Okay.
No.
Avengers, no adjective, 24.1. He confronts Magneto about his daughter, Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
This is an awesome issue. You want me to continue with the
Sure,
Avengers?
go for it. Avengers.
Okay. Secret Avengers, number 24. Rick Remender, still rocking the house. This is about...
Jesus, it's a secret.
Oh, he's not doing that?
No,
No, it's a secret Avengers shoes.
Boy, we're lucky we got
I
a
gave her a lot of coffee this week. A lot of coffee.
See what happens when they get my coffee order wrong?
They are facing the Descendants, not the George Clooney movie, but a community of robots. Every robot you've seen in the Marvel Universe
Is there?
is there.
Nice.
And it's really cool. I mean, there's a lot of Deathlocks. There are a lot of Adaptoids. Several robots that we haven't seen before. Doombots.
You lost her.
We've lost Alice.
She's out.
Seriously, very awesome. The coolest part is when the original Human Torch is there, and they all start to worship him, because it's another android Avenger. Okay, speaking of Avengers, I have new Avengers. The new Avengers fight Scar, son of Hulk.
While we're talking about Avengers,
Take a deep breath.
Ultimate Comics, The Ultimates, issue 8. Very cool. Last month they dropped the Hulk into the city and he was wrecking things. So this follows up on that, and our evil villain, Mr. Fantastic, from this universe.
that's awesome.
Excellent.
I got Vengeance Spider-Man, number 5. This one actually not in a bag. We can read it.
Yes.
Actually, a lot of fun.
Yeah, they've been a lot of
It's
fun.
a tribute to Joe Simon. So it's nice.
He's out for the rest of the
This is
episode.
great. This is great.
Mark Waid Daredevil.
Sorry.
No.
Got Daredevil fighting the Mole Man still.
Thankfully, she's
Some
not much
good
Marvel,
stuff.
so we're good.
Mark,
See what she's
Mark
doing.
Waid is really cool. I'm just going to keep going.
Keep going. Roll with it, brother.
I have Ed this week.
I do have one.
You've won. Yeah.
Let me know when you're up.
Moon
to
Knight
that.
11. Bendis is really killing this book. Moon Knight, at first when I looked at this, I thought it was featuring the Avengers, but no. Moon Knight,
I'm scared.
you know, he has that multiple personality disorder.
Yeah.
Moon Knight.
Well, the personalities that he's developed lately are the Avengers.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's fighting Madame Mask, Nefarious daughter. And I got Captain America and Bucky, World War II adventure, featuring, I think it's like the second or third Captain America, because there was a secession after the war. And this also features the original Human Torch. Breathe.
Just having a lot of fun. Watching the show. Can't wait to see this on video.
Allison, I hear you have a Marvel book.
I have one. This is.
Well, we'd like to know your
This is the
impressions
one
of your
I picked up.
VX.
Is it just called FF?
Yes.
There's no words for that. It's
It's
not
for
like
Future Foundation.
Future. Thank
Yep.
you.
Yep.
I knew you would know.
Spin-off
I
of
wasn't
Fantastic
looking at
Four.
you, I knew
That's
you
all
would
right.
know. Future Foundation. I picked this one up because I thought, all right, cute kids are playing chess on the cover. And it is in the voices of the kids. And
Right.
It's things that are happening.
It's
I
Frank-
jumped into this story, which is pretty complicated and has time travel, and it's their future selves as adults are coming and they're battling Galactus, but maybe that happened in the past. I wasn't quite following the timeline. But it was a really compelling story.
Franklin and Valeria?
Yeah.
Is
I
that
don't
the
know what
daughter's
her
name?
name is. Franklin is the
Yeah.
dad.
Well, Franklin's like the Scarlet Witch. His mutant power is to alter reality.
Okay,
He saved the entire Marvel universe.
apparently.
But no one
And
knows.
she was grumpy,
She was
as little girls would be. But anyway,
big girls too.
so this may not help all of you if you're. I'm not grumpy. I'm giggly. If you're already reading this, you probably already know. But as a DC girl, I just jumped in and picked one up fairly at random, and I found it very compelling, and I wanted to learn more, which kind of surprised me.
Yeah, Hickman's story is a lot of fun. It's a great story. And a couple issues back, it was a big dramatic ending where the kids' adult selves came to save the day. So I can't wait to get up. And
They're
look
still
at that.
in there, and it had some interesting connections with Galactus and grown-up Franklin.
Yep, and the
That
Celestials.
was unexpected.
Well, doesn't Valeria have some weird background too?
Probably.
As an adult in the future?
Yes, yes, she does. I
Yeah.
don't want to give that away. Yes, she does.
So, and then the other Marvels I have are kids' Marvels.
Kids Marvels. Okay.
All right.
Well, how about we talk about some other Marvels then? Do you know right over there?
I'm sorry.
You're
Sorry.
a blast. Deadpool Max 2, issue number 6. Sex and violence all in one comic. I gotta say this. Very exciting. Deadpool. You've got the Mighty Thor. It's actually Thor, Matt Fraction's Mighty Thor, issue number 12.
Okay. there you go.
Yeah, you got Ghost Rider.
All right.
We got, let's talk about some X books then. You got Daken, Dark Wolverine, issue number 23, with a Wolverine cover. I'm sure they hope we'll sell more like Wolverine on the cover. And let's jump into some X-Men action. You've got Uncanny X-Force 23. Again, Rick Remender working on X-Force. This has been a lot of fun to read. You've got the Astonishing X-Men number 48. It's kind of a classic X-Men cover. That's very cool.
Astonished.
They're astonished. And as Allison would say, X-Men Legal.
They haven't seen
Inside
the cover
the
yet.
Bride, too.
X-Men Legacy, but partially obscured, so it looks like X-Men Legal.
It's obscured just perfectly enough so that Legacy looks like legal, and without knowing what the title is supposed to be, because I don't. I picked it up and I thought, X-Men Legal?
X-Men Legal.
Is this
That's
not,
just
64
is this
Mutant
not for
Lawyers.
kids? Or
It's the book we've been waiting for.
Sorry. So, Mutant Lawyers.
unfortunate placement of, who's that guy?
It's Angel.
Angel. Unfortunate placement of Angel and his wings there. They had moved it over just enough so that you could see it was a C and not an L. And I thought,
It's very vanity. We should Photoshop that out later. Put it places.
yes.
Nice.
Or not.
Or not.
That's just my humble opinion.
What else do we have here, kids?
Where do you want to go?
Goodness. Let's,
Indies? DC?
Sure. Let's see. Now, Glenn, you're all done with your Marvels?
I'm done with my Marvels.
He's like, I'm done with the show.
I'm all done. My Marvels are all done.
All right. So let's talk about DC, kids.
All right.
What's going on in the world of DC?
It's a big week for DC.
Go for it, DC girl.
Wait a minute.
I didn't
Superman?
take.
Wasn't Superman 7 on the list?
Yes.
Do
You
you
let
have-
me get away with it, but you didn't give me time to read it.
I didn't give you time to read it?
That's right. Well, Mr. Ed didn't give me
All
time
right,
to read
anyway, we have...
I was just
I'm
happy it
gonna
was
talk
one of
now.
those books that is still available.
I know.
It wasn't one of his blend books.
Um,
Harbor 14? No.
Aquaman 7. You read this one too.
it. Some of it.
Okay, I read
We
some
get
of
to
it.
meet the other league, the team that existed before the Justice League.
The others.
Oh, that's cool.
Well,
Yeah.
we get to meet one of them, I believe. There's also Black Manta action in it.
Yes.
Sounds so
It's a
bad.
little bloody, little, little actions.
But he does not lose his hand, so that's good.
No, that award
Aquaman
goes to...
Aquaman is consistently one of the best books out there.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
Always.
I don't mean to...
It's
poo-poo.
outselling all kinds of Marvel.
It's awesome. So, yeah, the Lost Hand Award this week goes to Ronnie Raymond in The Fury of Firestorm Nuclear Man.
Spoiler.
Well, who knows? It's probably going to come back because it does often. But, it doesn't really have any bearing on the story. It just happens.
It's true.
Yeah.
You don't play.
Yeah.
You
Firestorm.
could say
This is a book I wish was
it's a
better.
handy plot point.
Any plot point. But you have a lot of torture, you have a lot of bad guys trying to uncover why Ronnie and the other guy, Jason, the other guy, why their
Jason.
Firestorm Matrix or whatever works so much better than everybody else's, because they're the original ones. And so there's a little torture, and there's a little, people yelling at each other.
So that is established that they are the original Firestorm.
Yeah, there was some fashion talk about how we're wearing the original model or something. I think that's how we established that, along with this fashion nightmare lady. So anyway, yeah.
You're dressing as her.
I was trying to follow it. There's a lot of talking. There are a lot of grammatical errors that really kind of stop me. Yeah, so I hold the editor responsible for that. But
And that name would be what?
Rachel Gluckster.
Wow.
Wow. Been calling her out.
Yeah. They're subtle, but they're there, and they stop me from reading, and that was upsetting to me. But that's just me, because I happen to be a little bit of a nudge about it.
Make her laugh again, Dawn.
So anyway, I'm going to move on now. But I like Firestorm, and I want it to be a really awesome book. And there were moments in there that were really awesome and compelling, but there were other just moments, stretches, pages of big, long talking that didn't seem to go anywhere. And so I think it could do with a little paring down and
Wow,
sharpening the focus.
that is some business suit that chick's wearing.
Gosh, I don't know what decade that's from. It's like part 80s, part 90s, part nightmare. I don't know. But anyway, so the artist needs to read some fashion magazines too. Okay, move on to some better stuff. Yeah.
What really gets me about Firestorm?
What gets you about Firestorm?
Every time I open it up, we're always being teased with Firehawk and Posner, but we never actually see them in the book. I want to see
he mentions Posner in the back, and I
I
couldn't
want to
tell
see
whether
the
he
other
was...
Firestorms. I want to see them.
I think this is the dude. Is he talking to this guy? Was he addressing him as Posner, or was he talking about the guy who just disappeared?
Don't
I
know.
wasn't clear on that. Like there's
There needs to be some writing and storytelling work there.
sharpen the focus, and take a look at Francis Manipul and Jeff Johns, and they have a sharp focus when they write and when they do the art, and it comes through. It's awesome. I want this to be better. I love Firestorm.
And in case you hadn't noticed, this is our new formatted show. Longer.
More of Allison complaining.
Never ends.
But
Never ends.
to better stuff, we also get All-Star Western. This is also an example of sharply focused and awesome. All-Star Western 7. He's now in New Orleans, left Gotham, still looking for the guy who was responsible for kidnapping the children to make them work in the sewers. But this is a consistently awesome book. Buy it. It's all that. So, Teen Titans #7. I continue to enjoy Teen Titans and Superboy. There's my little guilty pleasures. I like the teen angst and having them all grapple with their powers and whatever. And this has been well written. It's been done poorly in the past, but this is solid so far.
We're in for a treat come May. They're going to be doing a crossover event called The Culling. The crossover starts in the Teen Titans Annual.
Okay.
And then Superboy and back into Titans. Oh, I think it's in Supergirl as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's a story that cuts across all of them, so you have to read everybody. It's not like there's little side arcs and stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
so
So they're going to grab all our money across more
yes,
titles.
yes. Unlike the Bat books, where that's actually the Night of the Owls, they're different stories that'll be jumping out. They'll still all be involved with fighting Talon, but they'll all be different stories. This crossover, the culling, will involve the same story being told across the different books.
Gotcha.
So look for that in May.
Awesome. You have something?
I wanted to interrupt and say that All-Star Western, the backup in this, is the
The
first...
Barbary Ghost.
No.
Does that finish?
Yes, the first new 52 appearance of Nighthawk and Cinnamon.
That wasn't the backup story.
In this one it is.
Oh.
In number 7.
In number 6, when he's
Barbary
coming
Ghost.
to New Orleans, they introduce Blackhawk and Cinnamon.
Yeah.
And the backup is the Barbary Ghost, which didn't finish.
This is well, I guess it's continuing into a Nighthawk and Cinnamon story,
Oh, okay.
which I have no problem with. I'm digging the backups in all the books.
They're written by the same team that writes the main story, so they're consistently awesome.
I've got Superman number 7
Awesome.
that Allison wanted to read very, very badly.
That's
I want a
Jurgens.
Superman shirt, my new Superman shirt, because I have like 5.
What would you like to do?
No, go ahead.
It's
I didn't read it
Jurgens and Giffen. Superman continues his battle against Hellspont, who is the king or the leader of the Damonites, Wildstorm villains. And he's talking about his plan to wipe out Superman and the Justice League. There's also an interesting scene of the new costume. Apparently he
Superman
wheels-
gets yet another new costume?
No, it's the new 52 costume. Apparently he wheels it onto himself. It's kind of cool.
What else you got there,
What?
Shay? 52.
What do I got? I got
Yeah.
lots of stuff.
Let's go.
I've got Justice League Dark number 7 and I Vampire number 7. The first 2 parts of Rise of the Vampires, which I believe is going to be leaking into the Batbook soon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But this is a big mini event, which actually DC is kind of specializing in right now.
Yeah.
The mini event between 2 or 3 books.
Just get a little more of her. Not so much of her.
This one, both Allison and I read. Flash number 7, Francis Manapul, rocking the book. I'm very curious to find out what you thought of it, because for me there were lots of Easter eggs in here.
Yeah,
of
apparently I
old
don't know
stuff.
enough to get full
Well, no,
impact.
I want to know what your impression of this is. We find out why Captain Cold is on the rampage a little
Yeah,
bit.
because he's whiny.
Because he's whiny. No, he's trying to save his sister.
Yeah, because he's whiny.
Anyone that's older than 40 knows who his sister is.
Yeah, I knew she had to be somebody important, but I didn't know who. But I figured, because I'm a comics reader, oh, she must be somebody I'm supposed to recognize.
I just figured Glenn would tell me.
She's an obscure 1970s character called the Golden Glider, who was, she was the girlfriend of the Top and the sister of Captain Cold. So she used the gimmicks and devices of both of them.
I think I've
So
seen
she-
her in some team-ups.
She could spin, she also had a freeze gun, and she was also one of the rogues that actually liked to murder people. She was not a good rogue.
She's not a rogue in this
No,
issue.
she's not.
No.
I was actually hoping to find out what it is. I was hoping to see the other rogues in this, because apparently Cold is bringing them back.
Did you notice? Can I say it?
Not the what?
The flutes. You didn't notice them?
I didn't notice the flutes, no.
Ah.
I did notice the gorillas.
Yes, there's some gorillas. They're kind of placed in there. They're not in the main story, so they were teased. And we see flutes in someone's apartment,
All right.
and they get kind of teased too, sort of pipes. Pipers.
I've got Savage Hawkman. Some great visuals in this.
Right?
Static spotlight in that little appearance. Legion Secret Origin 6, finishing the origin story. Voodoo number 7. Batman the Dark Knight number 7. Lots of Batman rogues in this. The story is really arcing up now that Paul Jenkins is helping David Finch with it. And I've had Blackhawks number 7, second to the last issue.
Nice. I'll grind it down. Also in the new 52, you've got Green Lantern, The Guardians, number 7. We learned the backstory for this new villain Invictus, as all of the representatives from each of the Lanterns is closing in, trying to take him out. And that's
That's
it
a
for
good
52s.
villain in
Invictus, right?
There's not a
Stark,
lot of
nasty.
silliness you can make out of that.
No. And Vertigo's got
Give
2
me time.
releases this week. You've got Spaceman number 5 and American Vampire number 25. All right, let's jump to some indies real fast because we're already late. Oh my goodness. Let's see, we've got
It never ends.
It Never Ends.
You
Walking
give us the
Dead.
space, we'll fill it.
I see that. Everybody's like, oh, it's too long.
Like, we have to talk for 20
That's
minutes?
crazy talk.
I'll just laugh for 10 of it.
We're never gonna fill that.
Well, there's that.
Sorry.
That was great. Walking Dead, Larger World Part 3. This is Walking Dead number 95. It is crazy. Rick is going out of his mind. Check this out. I can't say any more without writing it.
And a little preview, Rachel Rising.
Yep.
Back.
Yep. Rachel Rising in the back. Well, Image has been doing that a lot recently, so check out Rachel Rising, Walking Dead number 95. Cross Badlands, issue 2. Garth Ennis is back on Crossed, Dark and Nasty. King Conan, number 3. And of course, we've got Allison's favorite, Magic the Gathering, issue 3, with a special Feast of Blood. So that special stiff comic with the board in there. She's so fond of.
It's a
What else do you guys have over there?
Don't have to do that. We have a
It's Flash Gordon. Can you say that word?
zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist number 4.
I will begin to over-enunciate it so that you guys can learn how to say zeitgeist.
And I have Archie, 631. Archie and Valerie are together. Valerie from the Josie and the Pussycats. And it looks like it's serious because apparently they're getting married.
Oh.
Who
Isn't
hasn't
he already
Archie
married?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're riding the wave of
I mean,
something.
married Betty, married Veronica,
Okay,
married
so
Gene
we
Simmons.
have a few, we have a few TV show tie-in kind of comics. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
They're aliens.
Not in this one. Let's see, Transformers. These are both IDW. And then from Dynamite we have Voltron.
Voltron!
That's a cool cover.
So cool.
Dark Horse Comics, Angel and Faith. She's got her
Alex
hands
Ross
stuck in
cover.
a web there.
Eat that.
And let's see, other TV show tie-ins. We've got Bongo, got Futurama comics. My son loves that. We've got the awesome IDW Star Trek. This is the first Vulcan's Vengeance #1, starting a new story.
And if you missed the earlier ones, you can pick up the first trade came out,
Ah, awesome.
collection of all these cool alternate episodes.
Not for kids, we've got Grimm's Fairy Tales. Two different
Books.
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 And they
Yeah.
have multiple covers on top of
Was
it.
Oh, I was saying
sorry,
two
I was
different
gonna
covers.
say two different books, and I got some.
Sorry.
The voice
Wait,
of God
did I do
says.
something wrong?
all
My
No, they're
bad.
not different books, just different covers, but they have different
No,
numbers
they're different
on them.
books.
Girls
and
with glasses and swords.
Yep.
And looks like an impending
And a
rape.
big beast on a co-ed.
Oh,
So
dear.
yeah. And then for kids, I've got IDW's #1, Dorothy of Oz prequel. I think this is for kids. I couldn't find a rating, but it looks like it could be maybe your older kid. It looks cute, but I haven't read it, so I think it's going to be good
Cool.
for not the littles. But then we've got Spider-Man Marvel Adventures. Tons of fun. And this is new.
With the absorbing man.
Is that who that is?
Yes.
Ah, cool. I'm not going to laugh again. Marvel Ultimate Spider-Man #1. This is a comic tie-in to the new cartoon.
Right, it's a free preview.
Starting Sunday.
Yep, starting Sunday. Just kind of previewing some of the stuff that's out there, some cool comics, get you excited about this show.
And Ultimate Spider-Man is followed by Avengers.
Avengers, yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
And I gotta apologize. This is probably love. It's not.
Okay, trades real quick, and then we're going to go because we're way over time. Pokemon the movie, manga, Pokemon Black and White, Volume 6, out this week. In trades, you've got the Justice League Before the 52, Dark Things, in
All
trade.
right.
The
Oh, missed
Starheart.
that. Yep.
JSA team up.
Scooby-Doo, Where Are You trade collection for kids.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Not for kids. The Great Escape, Thunderbolts, Justice Like Lightning, in trade. Day Without Sunshine, Operation Annihilation, Deadpool. But wait, there's more. In hardcover,
Ooh.
Evil Deadpool collection.
Yay.
DMZ, Volume 11, Free States Rising. It's a lot of fun. Probably one of the better books you're not reading. Darkness, Cursed, Volume 7. Ooh.
The Darkness.
The Darkness.
The Darkness.
And a
Doesn't say
reprint,
Darkness.
reprint of the classic Todd McFarlane Torment. A neat hardcover collection for folks who weren't around when this first came out, or might not have been collecting, like I was. And then don't forget this week previews as well. So that was just a fraction of the stuff. For a full list, check our website, allthingsfun.net, and save plans for next week, April 3rd. Come join us here at All Things Fun for the Avengers vs. X-Men #1 pre-release party. We'll see you next time.
Squirrel Girl.